take 3. And now that I've done this 2 times, I keep messing up so bad. So, I apologize if you hear the fan in the background. I'm experimenting with a new pre-workout from somebody, and I'm sweating to death. Plus, I got sunburned because, you know, I work outside. I have, you know, construction and all that, but I was in the woods, and I didn't wear, you know, protection, so I'm burnt. So I have stuff on me, and it's backfiring on me. So anyway, growth hormone, not shredded hormone. Growth hormone means everything's supposed to grow. I'm going to tell you how everything in me grew, not my little thing, and obviously my wallet depleted, but everything, all my bones grew, so not a good thing. Legal disclaimers. First, let's get this out of the way. YouTube, I'm just a dumb meathead that took this stuff. I don't recommend it. I really don't recommend this stuff. Now, if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, go to like a recovery or rejuvenation clinic, whatever it is, because it should be able to help you on that aspect. But for fitness industry, if you're young, no, don't take it. And I'll explain why, like spend your money elsewhere. So don't take it. It's stupid. It really is stupid. Waste of money. All that good stuff, okay? Because it is called growth hormone. Everything does grow. So, ready? All right. And I actually did lift. It'll be 4 times tomorrow. That's more than I've done in the last few months. I really am trying to get back into it because I found 2 hosts for my strongman CrossFit type competition after how many years. So it looks like that's happening in Central Florida, throughout Florida this year and next. So we're stoked about that. But, okay, let's get into it. Growth hormone. I always wanted to do it when I was younger, back in the 80s and 90s. I just wasn't there, really. I knew if it came about in the mid-90s, was too dangerous. So I basically plateaued out at 288 pounds. And I was not, you know, I was fat like I am now. 15, 18, probably even honestly 20%. So I was like, fuck it, let's just do it. Always wanted to do it, let me just try it. Because I wanted to get to that 300 mark. And I'll skip ahead. And a growth hormone did help me get there. Genetics. So I always wanted to know if I had low growth hormone, because you know, if you watch my other video, I actually have low testosterone, and I think I did because I was one of the few people that got killer results off of it. So again, I plateaued at 288, and honestly, I was only doing 200 to 300 mgs of various tests. I think I stacked. I don't know if I stacked SUS 250 anytime then, and it was DECA 200 to 300 mgs a week. That was really it. Every once in a while, mast, D-ball. I think that was really it. It was just old school. I really, you know, never really fucked with trend. The Finas and all that back in the day, yeah. But that was it. Just the basics. Really just eating, you know, at least minimum 3 pounds of Wagyu steak a day. Training balls to the walls always. And I was in my 30s when this happened. Late 30s, early 40s when I was taking growth hormone. So decided to keep the doses real low, 2 to 4 IUs a day, hardly ever in the skin, hardly ever in the gut region, always in the muscle, mainly in the chest after the workout, immediately after workout with carbs. Biceps, triceps, shoulders, back, chest. Very little legs because I always had ginormous legs. I was just under the, you know, you always had to rotate the shots, whatever, from what I was told. I did do it with a whole bunch of buddies, which helped with the story along. We were all over 6 foot, all 30s, 40s, 50s, been lifting forever, pretty well know our shit, so everything was good. So we all decided to do it, all kept the doses low. Basically, all my friends thought it was fake because they didn't get any results off of it at all. After a year or 2 on it, 3 years on it, 5 years on it, never really got anything off of it. Complete waste of money. So one little story here is we're all sitting around shooting the shit at the warehouse, and they all got pissed, so we bolted over to my house. I ripped it out of my fridge, gave it to a good buddy of mine that was up my ass about it. I said, here, have my kit. Brand new kit. I just opened it up. Here, have it. I'll take yours. Still didn't notice anything off of it. So again, if you ever heard any of my videos, everything is genetics. But growth hormone is one of those things that, I mean, I know Jay Cutler talked a little bit about it, I think. growth hormone. So you're going to put on quality muscle. If you're lucky, 1 to 3 pounds in a year, maybe less. But if you're a genetic freak like Bumstead, Cutler, Ronnie, putting on at least 1 pound of muscle in a year is phenomenal. And there's also a lot of chicks that do growth hormone, a lot of CrossFitter chicks. It's huge in the CrossFit community with chicks. So you got to think about it. If you're a 120, 130 pound chick, you're a dude that's 150, 160, 5'6", 5'8", you put on 1 to 3 pounds of muscle in a year, that's phenomenal. I know most of you out there are like, no, that's absolutely phenomenal. The downside of it is, as we all know, if you have legit stuff, it's super expensive. You know, you're spending $500,000, $800,000 a month minimum. I mean, me personally, I'd rather spend it on my wife and kids, take them on a vacation, take them skiing right now. We're in the winter because we're almost in April. I'd rather do something else. You know, go buy a new car, truck, put a lift kit on the truck. I don't know. Do something else with your money. Seriously, it's not worth it. Now, I think if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever, for the skin benefits, to make your skin look healthier, your eyesight, your hair, and all the joints and all that, I think that's a different story. But we're talking more the fitness community. I think it's a complete waste of money. Now the sides. The first thing I noticed is going to look at it, my ginormous feet were barely an 11. They grew to 12-ish more. But the worst thing is they went from normal foot to wide, extra wide. My wrist grew. Cellular data, sorry. I don't know if you can see them. I mean, they're always, you know, lean. I think they're like 7.5, 8 right now, which is big but small for me. They're over 10 inches. My fingers were like little dick fingers or ginormous. My rib cage grew. Oh, so before I started, even at 280 pounds, I could still fit into 32, 33 jeans. Small wrists, small everything. I could fit into a medium helmet, so I had a really itty bitty head. And I know this because I race motorcycles. I still had my racing helmets from when I was in my 20s at 155 pounds when I raced motorcycles. I couldn't get over my head. I went to a local dealership and put on a really extra large, so my head grew. Now, my face, I should show the pictures out, but honestly, it's just too bad. I was bloated and all that. It's not like it was fat or water weight. Everything grew. And my head is still large, extra large. So yes, my head grew. My organs did not grow. I've had everything scanned for many different reasons, for health reasons. And if you go back into my 30 years on TRT, HRT roids, you'll notice that everything internally is fine. So my insides did not grow, but my bones grew. So I'm assuming since I have short legs, long torso, I thought I had low growth hormone. Maybe for me, you know, it got me from 288 to over 300 pounds. Maybe I did have low growth hormone because I was one of the few freaks that actually grew off of it. But I mean, it's cool. Like, I'm like a bigger now. But it looks stupid because now I need to diet down. And if I get down to 220, 230, I'll look stupid because my rib cage, my bones, everything, my joints are so big now. I'm just look stupid. So, okay, so was growth hormone, did I really have low growth hormone and it made me grow into what I was supposed to look like, a blocky Viking? Probably. I mean, that's probably what I was supposed to do. It probably did help. Did it not? Do I regret doing it? Yes. It also possibly made me more insulin resistant, the sensitivity, so I regret that. I think that's about it. I'm sure I missed a million different things, but again, seriously, I don't recommend it. Even if you can find legit shit, I just wouldn't recommend it. It's probably HCG or just powder. I just seriously, I'm not saying it's because of YouTube. I would not recommend doing it all. Put your money somewhere else. Seriously, go buy some Wagyu beef or something like that. Any questions? Comment. You want to make fun of me? Comment. I don't give a shit. Just any comments, really. Obviously, you know, like and subscribe, all stupid stuff. But I appreciate it. I'll be back soon.